Hello, friends. Welcome. Thanks for waiting. I am Clay Emo. I'm at Connect Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary live for Wednesday night, April the 28th, on a night where the Vancouver Canucks they got defeated by the Ottawa Senators 6-3. I did not watch any of this game because I was golfing all day, so I cannot answer any questions about this game. I'm gonna have to rely on you guys to tell me, but I'm feeling good. I've had a pretty fun 24 hours, as I'm sure you can imagine. If you don't know the story, I'll get to that in a second. And other than that, I'm in a good mood. Golfing was fun. Went with my two boys and my season ticket partner Mike, and we had a great time playing in Richmond. But yes, I did not see any of the game. I have my MacBook back, so whoops. I was going to show you guys, but I guess so. I have my MacBook back. That means I can use the software that connects to my iPhone. So all to say, it looks a lot better. I don't have my phone to search on things, but that's okay. It looks a lot cleaner, at least I think so. And I'm thrilled that you guys are here. So whether you're new here or not new here, just remember that I chat for the first few minutes and then I will turn it over to you. Firstly, thanks to all the mods. Thank you, moderators, for doing the job that you do. And you know that I don't try and make too many demands, expectations from you, but I just ask that you be fair and don't be too trigger happy, for lack of a better term. But I trust you. Do what you got to do. So thank you, mods. Thank you to Monkey 9 Brewing for always sponsoring these post-game live streams. You can check them out in East Richmond. They are wonderful, wonderful. No, what am I talking about? It's West Richmond. I'm just thinking of a map. No, South. It's Southeast Richmond. Yeah. In the Entertainment 6th Road and Steveston. So make sure you check out Monkey 9. And thanks to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Sim Alexander, Justin Credible, nucksfan number 29, Lucas Gates, Chris Seifried, and Adam Broomfield. Thanks for your support, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in the video descriptions. And if you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or any of my videos, or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Hall of Fame members, I will contact you tomorrow about setting up our Zoom chats for either Sunday night or Wednesday night. But I'll reach out to you by email. And no matter where you're watching from, whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston in Richmond, in the city, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world, like Mira in Russia. I'm not sure if she's here yet. I appreciate all of you. I do not take you for granted. And thank you for staying up with me. 10 p.m. is my time, is my sweet spot. And yeah, I only got home from golfing about 8:45 after we grabbed dinner. Ate dinner, showered, came down here, and I just watched the highlights. That's all. I haven't listened to any interviews. I haven't read any stats. I've just watched the highlights, and it was not very good, obviously. But I'll let you talk, or we don't have to talk about the game. We can just talk about any stuff. But I'll just leave it with a couple things, and then I'll turn it over to you. Thanks to everyone who joined us for Canucks After Dark on Monday night. We have passed the 200 subscriber mark, so I know Parker and I are very happy with the way things are going. So thanks for all of that. And the biggest news for me is I was very lucky. You guys saw that I became an internet meme last night. So I did that CTV interview that I talked about on my Monday night live stream. So it came out yesterday. And then there's one really funny part where they're talking about how I've been a fan all my life. And then if you watch my vlog today, I'm kind of repeating myself, but I'll just tell you this one thing real quick. So when Gary, the reporter, was asking me, he told me to smile at the camera. So I did. I was smiling, flashing the pearly whites, representing as only the founder of the GLCPC can. So I was smiling. And then I said to him, hey, can I give my trademark thumbs up? And he said, sure. So then as I'm smiling, and he just said, do it slowly. So I'm smiling, and then I do this. And then I held it there for another 5 seconds. So I didn't know what he was going to do with it. He puts it in the story just like that. Well, the voiceover is saying he's been a fan for all 46 years of his life. So it made me look like I was in pain as I was doing that. So we're watching this as a family, and Gail and the kids, they're just losing. Oh, Dad, you look like such a dork. Oh, it's so kind of funny. And then I actually got mad at them. I said, be quiet, because I can't hear what they're saying. So then I rewatched it, and then I tweeted right away. I said, I think I just did the most awkward thumbs up gesture in the history, and I just said, I'm going to make a GIF out of it. And really, that's all I thought was going to happen. Then Mr. Booth makes the first GIF, as he does a lot on Twitter, and he says, blink twice if you're okay, kind of like a hostage situation. And then before I knew it, Thomas Drance, Chris Faber, Sat Shaw, Halford and Bruff, Jason Bruff, Dan Riccio, Brendan Batchelor, all these guys were, David Quadrelli, all these guys were starting to use this as a meme. And some people just made it a raw video. Others made it a GIF. But it was pretty crazy that by the time I went to bed on last night, I was supposed to study. I barely got any studying done. By the time I went to bed, Clay, my name was trending in Canada. Now, it might not necessarily be me, but you click on trending on Twitter, you click on top and latest, it was all about the meme. It was all about the meme, and then Thomas Drance coined it the nice guy Clay, or nice guy Clay. Is that what it was? I should know these things. Was it nice guy Clay? I don't even know. Yeah, it's got to be nice guy Clay. So Thomas Drance kind of called it that, and that was pretty funny. So fine, having fun with that. And then I went to bed, and then I get up in the morning and I go to mass, as I do Wednesday morning and Sunday morning. And then I see that the Utica Comets retweet it and say, when it's a game day or whatever, thumbs up. And then Hockey Night in Canada shares it. And Hockey Night in Canada, with their 600,000 followers, and they made a joke of, hope this email finds you well, and then how you're really feeling, kind of thing. That was kind of cool. And then there were a couple of people saying, hey, Canucks, you should use this tonight, blah, blah, blah. And of course, the night where this meme has legs, then the Canucks lay an egg. They get hammered 6-3. But the Canucks themselves used it twice as well in their on their social media account with over 1 million Twitter followers, as they posted the meme as well, or the GIF as well. One of them saying, after Meyer scored, I think, after the first Canucks goal, and the other one heading into the third period, saying, thumbs up if you want to come back. So that was pretty cool. I don't do these things for the attention specifically. I don't seek out these opportunities, a chance to go viral or whatever. But you guys also know me well enough where I'm not lying to you. I don't mind the attention. Like I don't seek it, but I'm pretty good with it. I don't mind it actually, and I like to have a lot of fun with it. And I like to think that I'm kind of representing the everyday fan. Not the media member, not the expert, just some good-looking, positive fans. And it's been a lot of fun. I'll just say that the last 24 hours have been a lot of fun, returning a lot of messages, talking to people, articles being written about it and everything. So all to say, sorry, thanks for sticking with me. It sounds like I was bragging, but it was a pretty cool 24 hours. And I recognize that not everyone has the opportunity to do a lot of things that I do, especially when it comes to the Canucks. And certainly, I find myself in very, very fortuitous situations. And I like to think that good things happen to good people. And I think I'm a good person. And whether you call these good things when it comes to Canucks, I think it's not by chance. I'll just put it that way. Okay. So thank you for letting me brag. Thank you for letting me be honest with you, as always. And by the way, one last thing, and then I'll stop pumping my own tires, and then I will turn it over to all of you. Oh yeah, by the way, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and like this video. We're at 50 viewers, which is awesome, on a Wednesday night at 10 p.m. But, I always like at least 25%, 50%. So I'd love to have 25 likes. So if we want to do a couple more likes, I'd appreciate it. I had a really nice a Zoom chat with Hall of Fame members and franchise members on Sunday, as you guys know. And we were able to share, affirm each other and share, say nice things about each other. And what I heard loud and clear from my members, and I'll just say this without trying to sound like I'm showing off, but this is my whole point, is I hope you guys know that I'm very, very real with you, very genuine with you, very transparent. There is no such thing as Canuck Clay and then Clay Emo with his family or at work or with his friends. that's a totally different guy. But then when he comes on here, then he puts on this persona as Canuck Clay. No, for better or for worse, we're the exact same person. And I think that comes out loud and clear in the way I interact with you here, in the way I do care about you guys, and in the way that I can interact with you, whether it's Zoom or through live streams or when I see you in person or when you guys message me or whatever. So once again, I appreciate you. I don't take you for granted. And I also don't take these opportunities to go viral for granted. Okay, I've just blabbed for 10 minutes. I've just blabbed on a night where I didn't even watch the Canucks game. So I'm going to open it up to you right now for questions. And I see a lot of nice, some really nice, compliments. I appreciate it. Shannon, yeah, I can put a link to the interview at the end of the stream. I also put it actually in my video today, in the video description. But yes, I'll put two different links in the stream at the end. Okay, let me just get ready here. And we will get going. Okay. Fangirl, hi Clay. Thoughts on the Virtanen getting a goal tonight for 100 career points? Yeah, it's great. I saw the highlights. I think that was the second goal, right? Where him and Miller swiped at the puck at the same time. I'm happy for Virtanen, but I wouldn't. It's kind of taken a long time, and I'm not sure if he ever lived up to the billing of a 6th overall draft pick. Let Green go and let new coach take on Jake rather than giving up on Jake. Golden Eye forever. No, if I had to pick one, I'd pick Travis Green over Jake Virtanen, to be honest with you. Kylan, hey Kylan, how are you? Just wondering if there was a player either retired or just traded who you would bring back. Kylan, I think you're asking a realistic question in that it's got to be, current. Like it's not bringing back someone who's 50 years old now in their prime. It sounds like an easy way out, but I would love to see Tyler Toffoli on this team right now because the money made sense, the term made sense. I would absolutely love to see Toffoli on this team right now. Great question, Kylan. Sharms, hey Clay, hope you're doing well. With the love of the new meme, the ping pong organization wants to sell merchandise with an image of the meme. As your agent, I want to do what is in your best interest. Sharms, I'll have my people, i.e. me, talk to your people, i.e. Your people, and we'll chat. But I'm not sure if anyone would buy a shirt or anything with my mug on it, but my face on it. But we'll see. You're not the first person to ask about CCC merch, actually, to be honest with you. Thank you, Sharms. You're a great agent. Adam, hi Clay. If Lynn cracks the lineup, who would you sit? Virtanen or McEwen? Virtanen played 9.5, had a goal and 2 hits. McEwen played 9, was a -2, and had 7 penalty minutes. Also had 2 hits. I still think Virtanen has better offensive potential than McEwen. So as much as I like McEwen, I'm not sure how much of a future he has on this team. He just doesn't seem like to be like rock solid. Neither's Virtanen, I guess. So if it's a one game to at least check it out, I would sit McEwen and keep Virtanen in. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. Shannon, do you think Holtby should have played and not Demko? No, Shannon. Actually, I talked about this on Monday night. I think if Demko was 100%, if he was, and there's no reason to think he wasn't, then I think this was the right choice. You play Demko because Holtby played the last couple, and then you play Holtby tomorrow against Toronto, against a team that he beat twice coming out of the break. Now, I think we were hoping that we'd be more in a playoff race now. It doesn't look so good anymore. But imagine if the Canucks had won tonight, closed the gap a little bit, and then you feel really good with Holtby facing Toronto now. As it sits, Ottawa passes us in the standings, and it's not looking good to catch Montreal anymore. How things change in the matter of a week. I think if Colin does play tomorrow, I think at point give him a shot. We might have something special with this kid. Yes, Edmund. Now's the time to start giving these guys shots. Thoughts on John's Leafs officially clinching a spot? Yeah, no surprise there. We knew that was going to happen, and Toronto's a good team. Third center for next season, Sutter, Miller to third line, or someone else. You put Miller in the third line, though, you don't have enough wingers. I would entertain bringing Sutter back, but only really cheap, and I'm not sure if that's in Jim Benning's vocabulary. Great interview last night. Also saw Parker in that news story. Yeah, thank you, Fangirl. Parker was actually the very first person out of the chute, and I texted him. I said, "Hey, you're the first person in the story," which is kind of cool. C Edits, hello C Edits. Hey Clay, given the way things are trending right now for the Canucks, what's your focus for the rest of the season? Are you talking about me, C Edits? I almost said your name. And by the way, does the edits mean that you edit videos or edit something? I've always wanted to know, but I can wait till the next members thing to ask you. But C Edits, if you're talking about for the focus on the rest of the season, it's playing some young guys, the Cole Linds, maybe even the Jack Rathbones of the world. See what we got, give them a taste, and also try and make some distinctions. Highmore signed for 1 year, but Boyd, VC, Harluck, try to make decisions on some of these guys. Fangirl, thank you for the $1 donation. I really appreciate it. Justin, any plans on another Canucks parody song for the Canucks first round draft pick? It was top 5 pick. Yeah, Marie is bringing me to a game. I promise to behave. If you guys know the story, then you know the story. But yes, I'll be going to a game with Marie next weekend, May 8th, and we'll be chatting about maybe future plans. It's tough to do parody songs when the Canucks aren't doing well, but maybe it's worth doing one for the draft. We've done that before. Great question. Thank you. Thank you. I always appreciate your interest in that kind of thing, Justin. Jogpaul Toffoli was our best pickup. It was indeed. So that Lynn most likely draws in the lineup. Yeah, Rick Dolly was tweeting that, and I have no problem with that for sure. Adair, do you feel like the media pumps Travis Green's tires too much? No, I like Travis Green. I've always liked him, and no, I don't think. I think they're pretty fair with him. They call him out when he makes bad coaching decisions or when the team doesn't look ready. But you can only coach who you have, right? You can only coach the players that you have, and that's why I think it's fair. I don't think that. I don't think he gets overrated or pumped or whatever it is. Yeah. Adam, thanks for the $1 donation. I appreciate you. Thanks very much, you guys. Oh, I meant to change I'll have to change the gifts and stuff for tomorrow. Like anytime someone donates or anytime someone becomes a member or someone subscribes, I want the gift to be this now. And then for those of you that have, all you members, you'll notice that there is a new gift now, the one of me smiling. So that's in your repertoire now as well. I just added that one for you guys last night. Okay. It's weird. On my PC, it's not frozen, but on my Mac things are frozen, but it looks like we're still going. So I appreciate all you guys being in here. Sell your autograph for Tanner Cart. That's pretty funny. Travis was in a mood after the game today. Okay, I'll check that out, Adam. I believe you. Can't believe Ottawa's in front of us. Yeah, we have 7 games in hand, but they are in front of us. Do you think Demko still needs some time to get back to 100%? He doesn't look right. That's for sure. Sharms, great question. Inferno, Clay, if you're a coach, what do you do with VC and Boyd to get them in a position to succeed? You can't play them in the top 6 now. Boyd, what do you have tonight? I don't mind Boyd in the bottom 6. 12 minutes, 3 shots on goal and a hit, so that's not bad. I think Boyd is being noticeable. VC is hard to be noticeable when you're not even in the lineup. But yeah, to see them succeed, VC, he's already playing with really skilled players. He's got to play with Miller and Besser. Can't do much better than that on this team. So I don't know what you can do. Truly, that's a great question, Inferno. Maybe it is what it is, so to speak, or they are who they are. Edmund, even though the Leafs made the playoffs, I still don't think they'll get past the first round. Well, yeah, it's Montreal, right? It'll likely be Montreal. With the UFAs, I can see Edler taking a hometown discount. I do too. I've always said we're going to sign him here for cheap or he's going to retire. I do not think that he's going to go to another team. Just my gut feeling. Thanks again, Fangirl, for the donation. Do you see Edler coming back? If I had to pick, I'd say no. My guess is no. I would love to see. He had a rough game today, but I'd love to see Hughes, Ulevi, and Rathbone take the reins on the left side. Didn't watch the entire game, but apparently Miller had a disallowed goal. I don't know. Adair, did you listen to the Bieksa story? Tortorella got mad at a Canucks player for going to taking dump. I haven't heard the clip yet, but I've saw the memes. That was one of the memes that came out yesterday with my face on it. Not on the actual dump itself, but if that's the case, that's pretty strange. Like, pick your battles, maybe. I don't know if that's what you should be worried about. Edmund, the season reminds me of the 07-08 Canucks where they had an off year, retooled and came back better. This off year might be a blessing. It is a strange year for sure. Yeah, Edmund, I'm not really interested in the NFL draft. Maybe I'll have it on, or I'm sure my son Sean will be letting me know, especially what happens at the top of the draft. If you could have one player from the 2011 Cup run to play for the team right now, who would you pick? Oh, man. Either Sedin was at the top of their game. Maybe you bring Daniel because we need more wingers than centers. Kessler is very good too. Yeah. Ellie Women's Hoops. The CA before the dollar amount is screwing me up. I think it's California, but I know it's Canadian dollar. Yeah, it is Canadian dollar. By the way, Ellie Women's Hoops. I'll wait till you email me. I hopefully you saw that I sent you my email address on another video, but let me know if you still need it. Not sure if a full marathon makes sense for me. I've been talking to a lot of people, and they're saying I should ease into it. I'd be open to do a 5 or 10K, and then maybe a half, and then maybe a full. But email me and we can chat about it for sure. Because I don't like running. That's probably a prerequisite, right, to running a marathon. Let's go. We have famous Clay, the memester. Thanks, Rios. It is pretty funny. It is pretty funny for sure. Nathan, thoughts on Jake in the top 6 for the rest of the year to raise his trade value? Why not? He's probably the most effective guy there, more than Mott was okay there tonight. More than VC for sure. 1-0. Oh, I hear another thing. Something else came. Justin, $2. Thank you. Us fans, no pain, but one day it'll be worth it. Thank you, Justin, Hall of Fame member. I appreciate that. Adam, Hall of Fame member. I appreciate that as well. Puck management was very poor, and Travis had to call timeout. Yeah, I saw that. See edits. He looked really, really upset. Yeah, 1-0 game and 1:10 in the second period is 3-0. Yeah, that was a rough couple minutes. We were in the car and we couldn't believe it. I was driving to the golf course. Shoot, did I miss a question from Shannon? Okay, hopefully it comes up again. Yeah, sorry, Shannon, if I missed something. Okay, let's keep on going. Charms, do you think Lynn should get at least a top 6? I don't know if I put him in the top 6, but I'd get him in the lineup first, let him work his way up a bit. Do you think Jordy Ben might be a curse for the Jets? They haven't been able to win. No, I don't believe in curses and superstitions. But has he played in all of those games? If Rathbone were to slot in, who would you take out of the lineup? Yeah, great question, C-Edits. This year, it's hard because you're not going to take out Hamonic, Hughes, Edler, Schmidt, or Meyer. So really, you try him for Yolevi, I think. Yeah, that's what I would do. Do you think Edler will become a part of the coaching staff that can help the younger D prospects? Filmer Wax, I don't know if that's in his future. I'm not sure if I see that. Jogpile contracts are expiring July 1st. Yep, same as always. Adam Clay, how was the golf game? Was the weather nice? Golf was fun. I always enjoy being out there with the boys. They're a bit better than me. They have much longer shots, especially off the tee. I probably have the best short game, at least chipping, of the three of us. Putting, we're all about the same, but they can certainly make up a stroke or two on me on the longer holes. And the weather was just okay. It wasn't sunny, but it was warm enough. I just wore my golf shirt and shorts, but it was drizzling, but it wasn't pouring. I never had to wear a jacket or a hat. So it was fun. I just love being outside, but unfortunately I missed the whole hockey game, but maybe this was a good one to miss. Jim Benning, welcome back. Hey, Clado, what up? Just wanted to apologize regarding my past behavior. Can I join the stream again by any chance? Jim Benning, you are in here right now. I have not seen anyone mod you out or delete any messages. So welcome. You are always welcome here. Coach Rob, do the Vancouver Sun Run. It's 10 kilometers. That's what I'm thinking, actually. That's what I'm thinking. Favorite fellow hockey YouTuber? They're all good, of course. Yeah, obviously I'm a big fan of Parker. Ever since I saw his stuff, I thought that he had not only potential, he's good now. already, and I want him to get more eyeballs on him, and that's why when he reached out about Canucks After Dark, I said yeah. So I like him. I like Gio. I like Lego Rocks. I think he's very creative. He's very bright. I like Hot Take Hockey. A lot of the ones that actually, Audie James. I like Top Shelf. But if I was to, I like Isles Girl too. There's so many that I like, and it's all Nathan. It's all a pretty good community. But I'd say I'm most in tune right now with what Parker and Gio do, and maybe I most I pick them because they are local guys and covering the same team. Sharms, Hughes hasn't been great defensively this year. His plus minus reflects it, but I think a lot of empty netters have attributed to his plus minus. He'll always on when we pull the goalie. Yeah, actually, plus minus empty netters, Sharms don't count in plus minus, so you can't use that as a factor. Jimbo's back, indeed. Hi, Noah. I'm great. Hope you were well. Golf was fun. Golf was great. I lost, but it was fun. Thank you for asking. Was this how you expected us to play the very first game after the outbreak? Sharms, it's so tough to say. I had a feeling, you guys might remember, I predicted that they would win the first game just because I thought there could be a lot of momentum and they'd be excited to come back. But whether it's COVID or just not really a good team right now, and maybe Ottawa is better than we thought. There's so many tough things. You should make that the outro, the thumbs up. You probably already thought of that. Yeah, it would be pretty on brand if I did a God bless. Well, it used to be God bless and go Canucks go booyah. Then I've added the dad joke. So I could go God bless, go Canucks go, dad joke, booyah, and then this, and then the slow thumbs up. By the way, the funniest thing is that we're joking around is that meme, that GIF is actually in real time. It's not in slow motion. That's real time, but I just move so slow. Fangirl, what were your initial thoughts on the Tortorella hiring? For me, I had a bad feeling about it from day one. I actually liked it. I liked the fact that the Canucks were trying something bold, and I think as much as I like Alain Vigneault, I think it was time for a change. And you remember the Canucks actually started off well that season until he tried to fight the whole Calgary Flames dressing room. Nucks fan would want Tanev back. Yeah, that's fair. Sharms, do you think Myers has been underrated? People judge him based on the contract we give him, but I feel like he's been good this year for us. Yeah, he'll make like a goofy mistake, like he'll go sliding past the net, or he'll inexplicably give up the middle of the ice to Mete. I saw that today. But I think Myers has quietly been a solid player this year. But yes, it's hard to justify that contract though, for sure. Edmund, usually when an NHL rookie scores in the NHL debut, they do become special players, exception of Kellen Lane. No problem, Brendan. Thanks for being here. Some players definitely believe in superstitions. Yeah, for sure. And that's cool. But I'm not a player, right? Maybe if I was at that level or that caliber, I would be more superstitious, but but not really my thing. Yeah, good. And if players believe in superstitions, I wonder if that affects their play. I think it's all mental or virtual reality, but if it gives them an edge, it gives them an edge. Hey, Lucas, thanks for being here. The BMO offers a half marathon. So half marathon, that's still 20 kilometers, right? That's still a lot for me. Like, I'm the same guy who gets winded go up the stairs. So we'll see. We'll talk. Shoot me an email and we'll talk. Who'd you pick as the 3 stars from Vancouver Canucks and then Ottawa? Shannon, I can't tonight because I didn't watch the game. I would just be going based on stats and stats alone. So this one, I won't answer just because it wouldn't be a fair answer. Isles Girl is good. I agree. Will the meme be part of Canucks After Dark? If I know Parker, yes, I'm sure he's going to work it in somehow, some way. Some questions for Jim Green now that he's back, which is good. Oh, Patrick, thank you. I didn't know that. Yes, empty netters count towards plus minus. Okay, thanks for that correction, Patrick. I really appreciate that. Power play goals for and against do not count. That makes sense. Okay, thank you. Clay, if Travis isn't renewed, who would you like to see as the next coach? I've always thought I'd be interested in Gerard Gallant, just to see what he can do here. I think he just got hired for Team Canada, right? For this year. Is it Olympics or World Championships? Can't remember. Shorthanded goal is a minus, right, for the power play team. That is indeed correct. So Virtual believes that the team will be good in 2 years. I sure hope so. Yeah, no, Sharms, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Patrick is right that empty netters do count. Congrats on getting your COVID shot, Lucas. That's awesome. Virtual Reality doesn't mind the team paying for time hours. See edits. Are you team? You're so funny. Are you team TANK now, Clay? Given the Canucks are currently last in the standings. You know, my buddy Mike asked me about that today when we were golfing. He said, "Are you gonna now root for them to get a higher pick?" You know, it's against every grain and fiber in my body to hope that the Canucks do not do well, because I still think there's something to be said about creating a winning culture, especially for young players. So no, see edits. I will never be on, and thank you for spelling it out. You know me so well. I will never be on team TANK, but I will admit that I'm more resigned to the fact that the Canucks may not make the playoffs. And obviously the worse you do, the better chance you have at a high pick. But I've never advocate for the TANK word. Hello, Brad. Thanks for being here. Why is our draft lottery luck non-existent, Fangirl? Your guess is as good as mine. It's very frustrating, for sure. Reed Boucher with Avantgarde won the KHL Cup. Good for him. Do you think the Canucks will be better next year in the Pacific Division? Tayyab, I do. I think they'll be a better team, and I still think, although they're getting better, maybe those California teams no good. And Seattle will be our division, and I don't think they're going to be as good as Vegas was in their first year. Doozy with sushi in Bertuzzi's Jacuzzi. What's up, fellow Canucksters? Anyone have some sushi? I ate some for dinner. Also, Clay, you have a bald spot. Yeah, I do. Right in the front. Right in the front. And then when the hair goes longer, it's funny. I get a lot of white hair there, so then I look like a skunk. See edits. Had the Canucks been in a playoff position, what would have been your preferred matchup playoff in the North? You know, it's interesting. We're beating Toronto in the season series 4-3. I think that would be a lot of fun. I wouldn't say it's a guaranteed win. We don't match up well against the Jets, even though they're struggling. Edmonton would be fun to watch McDavid and Draisaitl. So if the Canucks were in a playoff position, I wouldn't mind actually the Toronto matchup, truly. Then you get a chance to beat them, send their fans going crazy. And the Canucks do match up better against Toronto than they do against Winnipeg. And then I think Edmonton is a coin toss. Claydo, who's Jim Green? Oh, is that what I said? Do you think Green will get re-signed? I do. You're starting to hear a bit more about talks, and even if they're far apart, at least they are talking. So my gut feeling is that Travis Green is re-signed. I really do. World Championships, Glenn. Thank you, Coach Rob. When were you planning to do your postponed stream of watching a Canucks game? Booyah. Booyah. Yeah, I will do, before the end of the season, I will do one complete live stream watching the game, doing some play-by-play, whatever live streamers do when they watch the game, because obviously I've never done that before. So I will schedule that. I'll give people some notice, but I'm likely going to do it near the end of the season. Well, we're almost at the end of the season, probably that last week. Although, you know, technically my May is going to be a little empty or less busy because my final for my master's is this Friday, my course, and then I have the month of May off. And then too bad I won't be watching playoff hockey. And then I'm studying my next course in June. But yes, I will do that. Don't worry, Charms. I have remembered that for sure. Virtual reality, hard to imagine a winning culture under Aquilini. Pettersson and Horvat can help create, despite the owner perhaps. Who will be cheering for in the playoffs? Charms, I will be cheering for Winnipeg and Colorado and Tampa. Those are my three favorite teams aside from the Canucks. Do you see Seattle still taking Holtby? I still think there are a lot of better goaltenders out there than Holtby that they'll take. Who will Puckhosen play with? I think they'll start him on the third. I think him and Hoglander will battle for that second line spot. So I could see Puckhosen starting on the third line with Mott on the other wing and then someone in the middle. I'm not sure. Fangirl, would we be in a better position standing-wise if it was Pacific Division? I think so. I like to think so. Shannon, how many games do we have left? And is there a slim chance that we can make the playoffs? Well, there is a slim chance, but we only have 13 games left. We have to go 10-3. We have to finish with at least 61 points. So I think that is very slim, Shannon. Adair, apparently a very matured and slimmed down Trampkin, wants to return the Canucks. Thoughts? You guys know I'm not the biggest Trampkin fan, but if he comes with a good attitude and can help the team, that's fine with me. Again, I don't hate him. I just think I'm not sure if he's worth the drama. Lucas calling the season a mulligan. Yep. 13 games left. Jasper, what do you think of Benning saying Canucks will get better every year and they don't? Well, you should say that. That's the whole point of being a GM is building the team. But yeah, not the best track record under Benning, that's for sure. And we took a big step back, but when you look at the offseason, it was kind of expected, unfortunately. Sharns, will you stream the draft lottery once we are in it? Yeah, that's something I could do, especially if I'm not working or whatever. Yeah, that's something I could do. Sharms, good. Sharms, you really like these streams, eh? That's awesome. Yeah, that's something I would consider for sure. I'm afraid of losing our epic goalie coach. A lot of people are. Virtual reality. Live stream the Canucks' last game of the season. Rome. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. Cietz, do you see Hoglander sticking the top six? Some have made the argument that he's better as a third liner who can take top 6 minutes when needed. Cietz, I have time for that argument. I think there's no one else to play in the top six, and I think he's performed not amazingly, but relatively well, especially as a rookie. I could see Podkolzin taking that spot from him, and then you have Hoglander playing on the third line. That I would have time for that for sure. Great question. Hi, Clay. How come Miller puts it up the middle a lot? Is he frustrated that he doesn't care? I just think he has brain lapses, and he thinks he can get away. He makes a lot of risky passes, not just through the middle, but like that today. But on the power play, sometimes he tries to go cross. I just think he plays. He's a risky player when he plays, but that was not good. Richard Reality says, yes. Trampkin's dramatic. Coach Rob says, hit the like button. Sharms, you know I got to support the streams when they're on. Absolutely, Sharms. I appreciate you. That's why you're my agent. Noah, Jona Gadjevich is scoring a lot this year. Eh? He is indeed. And he's kind of in the shadow of Cole Lynn. So we'll see if Gadjevich gets a shot down the road. Not this year, but soon. Lucas doesn't mind what happens. Shannon, what is the lottery draft? Shannon, every team that does not make the playoffs are entered into a lottery to win the first overall pick. The reason why there's a lottery, so it prevents a team from intentionally losing all their games just to come in last. So the 15 teams that don't make the playoffs, they are entered into a draft lottery. Now, they changed the rules this year, but I'll be talking about that more as we get closer. But that's it. A lottery is basically because... to prevent a team from intentionally losing all their games. Any big UFAs the Canucks will sign this summer? Jasper, I don't think so. I don't think they have any money to do so. It will be a guy like Travis Hamonic who they hope to re-sign or something like that. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is someone I will surely target. Thoughts, Clay? Interesting. Local. I'm not sure how much he's going to be making, though. I just don't know how much money we're going to have. Tayeb, is Petey the best on the Canucks when it comes to zone entries? That would help us during the power play. Yeah, Petey's absence is really felt on the power play. Obviously, top line minutes. He's not the fastest skater, but he's a good stick handler, and he certainly can control the puck and protect it with his body. I love it when Pettersson does those reverse hits, when he jumps into a guy who's not expecting it, and the other guy just gets an elbow or a shoulder to the face. Have you gone far in your fantasy league? Sharms, not in the one that I do with Dexter and Arcel. I came in 5th, so I missed the playoffs. In my keeper league, which is year over year over year, I'm in 2nd right now. And that's the one where I have a really good team of McDavid and Connor Hellebuck and Pettersson. And that's the one where we used last year's salary. So I still have Petey and Hughes for $900,000 for one more year. It's really, really fun. Edits. Do you see McDavid reaching 100 points? I do this season. He slowed down a little bit, but I can see it happening. 156. Yeah, I can see it happening. It's not a guarantee, though, because they're running out of games. Thanks for explaining. No problem, Shannon. Jim, if Seattle takes Louis when I bribe them with threats, we can get Nugent Hopkins at 6 times 6.25. Even that's a little bit much, but yes, at least you're reallocating that money very quickly. Who has disappointed you most this season on the Canucks? Disappointment. That's a good question. No one in the top 6 has disappointed me. I actually thought Nate Schmidt would be better, but I don't know if I'd call him a disappointment. And I thought Holtby. I think Schmidt and Holtby are two most prized UFAs, or at least acquisitions, I should say. I think they had slow starts. Disappointment's a strong word, though. But yeah, I don't think they lived up to expectations just yet. I'll put it that way. If Seattle takes Holtby, who would you target as a potential backup? Oh, great question, Seattle's. I would look at... Yeah, actually, that's a great question. Who are the UFA goalies? UFA goalies 2021. Rask, Rene, Anderson, Dubnyk. These guys are all expensive. We need a backup, right? Rittich? No way. Carter Hutton? No, he's 35. Good question, Seattle. I'm going to have to get back to you. Picard? Brossois? He's pretty good. He always beats us. Go back to Anders Nilsson? Yeah, I don't know. All these guys seem like they're going to be pretty expensive. And we need someone cheap. Demko's going to be making $5 million already. Yeah. I don't know. Andrew Hammond, $700,000. Louis Domingue. Yeah, that's a great question. I'll have to think about that one. Seattle's. That's good. Adam Gaudette, disappointment maybe. Adam, Clay, do you think Hamnick's fighting of late is detrimental to the team, or do you think it helps give the team a boost? Yeah, I heard he fought tonight. I'm not sure what the score was. I think he's just frustrated. I don't think it hurts or helps the team quite, to be honest with you, at this point in the season. Quinn Hughes, disappointing for Sharms. Biggest disappointment is Pettersson. He was being compared to Gretzky and Datsuk in his first year. I think he's been okay, virtual reality. Yeah, not the best start, though. Do you think we could draft Luke Hughes or Tayeb? It totally depends where we draft. Don't we have a backup waiting in DiPietro? We do. I'm just not sure if he's ready next season. I was expecting Virtanen to take that step after a great season last year. Yeah, a lot of people were. I've never seen a player compared to Gretzky before Pettersson ever. Silovs, Demko, and Mikey DiPietro. I agree with you, Seattle's. I think it would be I think DiPietro's at least one season away. I was going to say one season if he got a season of play, and he's barely playing, so maybe he's 1 or 2 seasons away. Luongo's still on our payroll. He is indeed. Would you resign Hamonic to the same deal? I absolutely would. I think him and Hughes have been good. He's like a Tanev light. Third line of Lind, Miller, and Podkolzin. Thoughts? Justin, I love that. Do you have enough firepower on your wings, though, in your top 2 lines? Any word on Madison Bowie? Yeah, I'm not... He's been practicing, so I'm not sure when I'm sure he'll get in soon. I feel like it's hard to judge Petey's season because of the injury. He played under half the season. Yeah, Sharms is, yeah. But you want him to be more durable, too. I'm not saying Pettersson has been bad, but his first year he was generating 5-point games single-handedly. Yeah, and I think teams know him a bit better, right? They know the book on him. Ryan Miller, though. Tough loss tonight, but the future is still very bright. The season is a weird one anyways. Going to love my Canucks. You should, Niels. You should. I mean, do we want to sign a cheap UFA backup? Yeah, I think we do. That's what I've heard is that they're Silovs, Kylie, DiPietro. I don't think any of them are ready to back up next year because you still got to play some games, right? Did you watch the World Juniors last night? No, I didn't. I just know the big score. Wasn't McDavid compared to Gretzky? That might be because both being in Edmonton. Yeah, I'm not sure if I ever heard those kind of comparisons. Sharms, what do you think Hoglander's deal could be once his contract is up? Sharms, hard to say because it's still 2 years away, right? He still has 2 more years under his entry-level contract, so maybe you sign him to a bridge deal for $2 or $3 million, depending on how well he's playing there at that time. What's the book on Pettersson? Name one thing that is book on Pettersson. It's impossible. Well, I would say that his tendencies on the power play. You know that he likes the one-timer. Like, it's not rocket science. A lot of players like the one-timer. You also know that he just kind of his tendencies when it comes to the offensive zone. I'm not saying that I can articulate them perfectly, but I think if you study tape enough, like professional coaches do, you could probably just taking away time and space. Obviously, playing him a little bit rougher, not giving him space, things like that. We've seen teams really go after him. So those are some of the things I would suggest teams would try and do, for sure. Do the Canucks have a bright future after this year? People say the next Buffalo Sabres. I hope not. I hope not as well. Oh, I skipped one. Noah, who is a top prospect that has caught your eye in this year's draft other than Luke and Owen Power? Noah, I'm not going to lie. I do not know prospects at all. I will talk about them once we draft one of them, but I actually don't know a lot about them. I know there's a lot of good European forwards, though. Would you bring back Sutter? And if so, what AAV? Only if it's cheap. I've heard like Thomas Drance and Jeff Harrison talk about it. You know, he makes 3.75 or 4.25 now. Would he come back for 1.5 or 2? Seems unlikely. That's 50%, but that's the most I would pay him. Chris, hey Clay, sorry I wasn't able to tune in at the start. No problem. How did you feel about Heimer's game? Chris, I'll be honest, I don't feel anything because I didn't watch it. I was golfing the entire night, so I did not watch any of the game except for the highlights. Ace Colin better play tomorrow. That's what it sounds like. Pearson, Horvat, Mott, maybe. Do you think Aiden McDonough or Jack Malone? Do you mean who's Jack Malone? I know Jack Rathwell. Who's Jack Malone? Why does that name sound familiar? It sounds like a real guy. When did we draft him? 2019, number 6. Yeah, I definitely hear more about Aiden McDonough for sure. I know he's got good size and he's playing really well. So I think McDonough will get a chance over Malone. Just my gut feeling. Do you think our offseason would have changed if we beat Vegas? Marky probably would have come back for the next series. Yeah, I definitely think if we beat Vegas, we would have tinkered less, for sure. And guys might have, although maybe more guys would have wanted to come here too. That's a good question. Do you think next season is the time to move on from the Lotto line? No, I think they're up and down, but they're one of the top lines in the league once they're going. I would still try them. I like Mott's hustle. Indeed, Kieran, when will we see guys like Lind and Rathbone get some playing time? I think Lind might play as early as tomorrow. Would you bring back Edler next season for cheap? Only if it's cheap. And when I say cheap, I mean really cheap. Chris, fair, noticeable. That's good. Hello, Sean. Tayeb, if you had the Sedins right now in their prime, who would you put them with? You need a right winger, so Besser would be the logical choice. Besser with the Sedins. Let the Sedins cycle the puck, and Besser just gets ready for that one-timer or his wrist shot. I think that would be a pretty cool sight for sure. Sharms, are we going to see another ping pong match between you and Jake in the near future? Absolutely. I can beat him. I know I can beat him. Easier said than done, but weather's got to be good. Yes, thank you, Sinatra, about Jack Malone. Mott was the only guy with skates on tonight. He was lightning quick. Yeah, it sounds like he had a good game. Hello, Clay from Montreal. Hello, Marcus. Thanks for staying up so late. What do you think of Jet Wu potentially next year? No, I think he's about another year or two away because I haven't heard any talk about him being in our top 6 next year of defensemen. Adam, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I will reach out to you about this weekend. Sure, when you talk about taking away his time and space, in his first year, he's breaking people's ankles with dekes. Where are those dekes now? No, I'm agreeing with you. Virtual reality. I'm saying that defense, opposing forwards and defense are being taking away his time and space. I think we're saying the same thing because I thought you were hinting that Pettersson hasn't been effective this year, and I was explaining why I think that's the case. So I believe we are saying the same thing. How do you have a book on those awesome dekes? I don't have a book on them. I just think you play him more aggressively right as soon as he gets the puck and don't let him have a chance to set up. Sharms, do you think next year is the season we decide we should blow it up if we can't compete again? Yeah, you're looking at a bunch of money coming off the books after the end of next season. So I don't know if you blow it up, but I think we got to be prepared for another rocky season next year. Should we do the half marathon or the full? I'm starting to train while you're ahead of me. I think I'm only going to do 5 or 10. I don't know if I'm going to do half even. Justin, do you see Beagle retiring due to his health? Andrew Shaw had to call it a career. Yeah, they're being quite quiet about what his injury may be. You never know. Remember how good Brock was with Vanek? Should I bring Vanek back? Yeah, Jim, make us some calls. Thoughts of Perreault coming in the bottom 6 for the Canucks? I don't mind him. He's pretty annoying. I'm sure you're talking about Matthew Perreault. He's pretty annoying, but that's what makes him a good bottom 6 player. We are last in the North. Indeed, we are, Jasper. Would you keep Highmore and Harlock as a bottom 6 over Boyd and VC? Of those 4, I would take Highmore and Boyd. I like Boyd's versatility as a center, and I like Highmore's hustle. Tatar. Yeah, I don't know how expensive he'll be, Lucas. That's a good question. Okay, I can hear my voice is starting to go. We're at the 50-minute mark, so let's do 3 or 4 minutes of Ask Me Anything, and then we will wrap up for tonight. I appreciate you guys being here. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Virtual reality, thank you. How come VC can't score? I just don't think he's that good. 3 of my best friends that would love to run with us for charity. Okay, Chris, we'll chat. Will Luongo come back as a backup? Not sure. If we had to fully, what would have been your ideal top 6? If we had to fully see edits, I would go Lotta line, and I would go to Foley, Pearson, and Horvat. All right. Ask me anything. No Canucks or no hockey related questions. Favorite movie growing up? Shawshank Redemption. Like, that's my movie now, and it's always been my favorite movie. But if you're talking about when I was a kid, like growing up, I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing. I like the Coming to America and Naked Gun movies. But no, Shawshank Redemption is my favorite movie. What do I tell my daughter who won't take school work seriously? Grade 10. Eyes on the prize, big picture. She might not see it's valuable, or she might not want to do it, but it's every incremental gain, everything she does is pointing towards what happens after she graduates high school, whether a job or college or university, gap year, whatever it is. So I think you got to look at the big picture. Easy to say though, right? Harder to do. Pizza at Domino's or Panago? Domino's. Pizza gave me stomachache. Golf game was good. Thank you for asking, Shannon. Boys were a bit. Oh, I can tell my voice is about to crack. Like 46-year-old man going through puberty, but it was good. Current song you're listening to right now? I'm listening to a lot of Leave the Door Open, Bruno Mars and T. Anderson .Paak. Are you an MCU guy? No, I'm not. I watch them to enjoy it, but I don't know the order. I don't know the story. I don't know who's on whose team. Yeah, virtual reality. That Shawshank, maybe not the best example for growing up. I was watching more comedies and stuff, as opposed to, I guess, dramas. What do you think about Green Mile? I don't think I've watched it, actually, now that I think about it. If you're talking about the actual movie. Favorite Denzel? Oh, I like a lot of them. Remembering the Titans was good, though. And I like the Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3 as well. Most disturbing film you've ever seen? Disturbing. Seven. Seven was quite disturbing. Not really a question, but funny movie suggestions. Like recent ones. I don't watch a lot of recent comedies, but Coming to America 2, don't watch it. I like stupid stuff like Dodgeball and things like that. Favorite Avenger? Oh gosh. Does the Hulk count? Is the Hulk an Avenger? See, that's so I'm just showing you. I know nothing, but I like the Hulk. How long have you been a hockey fan? All 46 years of my life. Favorite action movie? Action. I do like some of the Avenger movies when it comes to the action. I couldn't name you one, but Civil War, that one was good. Do you like Eminem? No, I like Smarties more. Oh, you mean the rapper? He's okay. Would you like to try VR if you had the opportunity? Not a big fan, not really interested. Riley Clay, would you be mad at someone made a meme of you as Thanos? No, that one's okay. Better than some other ones I've seen. M&M's or Smarties. What age did you start going to Canucks game? Went to a couple when I was young, but never hardcore until 10 years ago. Favorite Tom Cruise movie? Jerry Maguire. Green Mile is a much-watched, solid movie. I will take your word for it, Chris. I'll watch it once my exam's done. What's for lunch tomorrow? Ooh, haven't packed anything yet. Thursday. Yeah, Japanese usually is a good if I don't pack. But I had Japanese for dinner tonight. I don't know. Maybe Japanese food. Are you a fan of Michael B. Jordan, the actor? I am. I know that new movie's coming out on Friday. Hulk counts. Okay, then it's Hulk. If you could learn how to play one instrument that you don't already know how to play, what would it be and why? I would love to play saxophone. Well, I played a little bit. And bass guitar. I think I have a lot of fun with bass guitar. What channel is the NFL draft showed on in Canada? I'm not sure. I don't know if TSN or Sportsnet. I'm sure one of them will be covering it. Do you ever pay attention to the T-Series versus PewDiePie subscriber count thing? Nope. Comedies these days, there's no Leslie Nielsen in the 2020s. I agree with you, virtual reality. Favorite Disney movie? Disney. Good question. I really enjoyed Up. Yeah, I really enjoyed Up. Sean, Edgar Wright films are must-watches for comedy. Awesome, thank you. Will you guys get a PS5? We haven't really talked about it, so I doubt it. Favorite live 1982? 1982 was Michael Jackson's album coming out? Yeah, I can't remember 1982. I was only 8 years old. Oh, those VR hockey games we were promised. VR hockey games. Do you mean the streams of NHL, or did I promise something else? Japanese food sounds good. Roll, person, or nigiri? I like nigiri better than roll. Thanks for a great stream. Thanks for the mods. Favorite fried rice? Oh, I don't know. Just anything. Anything that's fried. I don't know. There's different types of fried rice. TSN will show the draft. Thank you. What do you think about The Rock wanting to run next year? I think he'd win. Brought TSN. Favorite cartoon show? Yeah, I don't watch like Simpsons or Family Guy. I'm not a big cartoon guy, to be honest with you. I did watch Scooby-Doo a lot when I was little. A lot. Thoughts on the CFL XFL merger? I don't know. That's pretty crazy. Ratatouille's good as well. Yes. Thoughts on the CFL XFL? Yeah, I just think they're looking ways to stay alive, which is important. But we'll see. Tangled is good. Not jealous, Rapunzel. See, this is the Jim Benning I like. 1983 Thriller came out. Okay, The Rock or Steve Austin. I like them both though. Oh, 1982 Cup Run memory. Yeah, that was fun. That was the playoff towel, right? Roger Nielsen. About a decade ago, there were rumors of watching hockey and other sports in VR. I see. Edmund, when you get Japanese food, you always get sushi, bento box, or rice bowl. Usually it's sashimi and nigiri sushi, or a don of some sort, like sashimi don. Clay, do you like Undertaker or Edge? I like Edge. What is your exam about? Yeah, thanks. It's the 4th out of 12 courses in my Master's of Theology. So, church studies, and it's on Jesus and the Gospels. Thank you, Marjorie. Chicken strips or chicken nuggets? I'm going chicken nuggets. Poor Clay, he just wants to pass out. You can tell. I'm pretty tired. Yeah, I was golfing all day. Read my comment, Clay, the Tangled one. I did about you, about better hair than you, right? Have you ever been to Australia? No, and I want to, Nick. Comparing Smarties to M&Ms isn't a comparison. Chocolate versus harsh candy. Number one language you want to learn right now. I would love to master Japanese. Sashimi all the way. Indeed. Clay, are you happy that Edge is back? He's okay. It's not, it didn't get me too excited or anything like that. Ketchup, mustard, or relish? Ketchup. Clay is losing his voice, so let's let him go. You can tell. That's fine. Prefer tickets to Jets Game 7 Cup Final or tickets to WrestleMania? Oh, I go to WrestleMania. I think that'll be crazy. Have you been to Japan? Yes, once in 1989. Glad you're back, Jim. Ever been on a cruise for vacation? Yes, I've done 3. Disney cruise and 2 other ones, Caribbean and Alaska. Love it. Gail and I absolutely love it. Number 1 European country to go, Rome. I was supposed to go with Gail back in July. Favorite breakfast, bacon and eggs. Favorite city in Europe, Rome. I've been there once, want to go again. Okay, I'm done. It's 58 minutes, and I'll probably lose. Yeah, any longer, and I'll probably lose. And I still got to study for a couple hours tonight. So, thanks everyone for being here. I want to use the meme more tomorrow. I hope more people use the meme tomorrow, and I hope it's because the Canucks are winning. And we'll see. Vancouver against Toronto. We beat them the last 2 times we played. And yeah, I'm kind of excited. I think hopefully the Canucks, it's going to be tough, right? They're either going to come out really motivated, or I don't want to see another performance like tonight. But if it is a fatigue thing, then it's going to be tough to ask them to, to do well. Toronto, maybe a slight lapse because they clinched a playoff spot. Not sure, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful anyways. So tomorrow night, I will do a stream again at 10 p.m. tomorrow night. So there'll be a couple hours of gap between the game itself, but we'll come together tomorrow night at 10. So thank you for being here. Sorry I didn't watch the game, but it sounds like I didn't miss much. I'll look at the stats. I'll listen to some post-game stuff. But you guys are awesome. Thanks to everyone who donated tonight. Thanks to the moderators. Thanks to anyone who are new subscribers. No new members. Oh, by the way, you notice I'm one away, unless I got a subscriber. I've met my goal for April, which is at 6350, which is cool. I'm 2 away from my membership goal of 40, which is still cool as well. Hall of Fame members, I'll be emailing you tomorrow about times either on Sunday or Wednesday. I'll explain in the email why for our one-on-one chats. And we will go from there. So thanks again for being here tonight. I appreciate all of you. And before you go, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like this video if you haven't liked this video already. And consider becoming a member. And thanks to Monkey9 as well. Thanks to mods. And thanks to all of you. So I'll see you tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves. And take care of each other. Oh, before I go. I will share those links really quickly, Shannon, for you in the chat, so you can watch the full interview from CTV. Here it is, right here, and there it is. I gotta make sure this is the right one. I think it is. Try that, Shannon. It is right there. It's right there in the chat. Don't worry. No, you got the dad joke coming. I won't forget. I just wanted to make sure that we... Okay. So, tell a real offense. I actually have some really bad offensive jokes, but I try not to say those ones anymore, and I don't think it fits the brand. Oh yes, hey, someone dropped the emoji of me doing this, the new meme. So one of the members, let's see if it's there. I see some, I see the one of me falling on the couch. I see the one. There it is. Yeah, actually, see, it's got it. It's the one where it's not the gradient background. Okay, you guys are awesome. Okay, so I'm going to do this ending properly. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks, go. Where do boats go when they are sick? To the dock. Booyah.